Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching as normal and please do subscribe if you haven't done already. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Also, today we're going to be looking at a piece of software from a company called UPDF. So this is a document management software which specializes in converting files to PDF, managing PDFs, editing them, and it's basically on the 29th of May they are launching a new version of UPDF which is coming out version 2. So they've asked me to do a video on this to promote the product and give it a test drive. So I've had a look at the new version and I think it's very good. So I've got some thoughts in this video which I'll share with you. I'll go through the software, I'll show you a demo of the software and how it works and how it can help you with your PDF files. Because if I know anything like me, I have PDFs all over the place and they're not organized. So there was lots of document management PDF software out there, like Adobe have one, but the main attractive feature on this UPDF software is the price. It's very, very competitively priced, which we'll get into in a minute, and also multi-platform support. So sit back, relax, and let's get into the software and let's find out if this is the right PDF software for you and why you should buy it. So first of all, let's start off with looking at what is UPDF. So as I've introduced it already, it's a PDF management software, but it's not just that. It also has AI integration, cloud storage, all included for one flat yearly fee, which I think is very attractively priced. So UPDF 1 is already out on the website, it can be downloaded, and UPDF version 2 is coming out on the 29th of May. So this is looking at the version 2 piece of the software with lots of new AI features and new tools and everything like that included in the price. So if you're looking at buying Adobe Acrobat, all their software packages for the year, you're looking at $250 US for a year, which is a lot of money. I know this has put me off in the past using PDF software editing tools because of the cost. So when I spoke to UPDF and they said the pricing, I was amazed. So the price for the whole year was $40 US, and that includes all full AI access, 100 gigabytes of cloud storage. Very, very competitively priced here. I know there's lots of other softwares out there other than Adobe, but if you look at their website, it compares them all and it says what you get. And also, I like the user integration, how it works. I think I've used some other PDF softwares that don't integrate very well, hard to use, difficult to navigate. This is very modern, slick interface, AI integration into it, AI assistant integrated into it, designed by in-house by their own team, and it works really, really well. So what we'll do in the video is I'll demo the software to you, I'll go through it, explain how to set it up and how to use it in the real world, as we always do on this channel. So that's the main attraction, is the AI integration for me, because you can ask it to summarize a PDF, you can ask it to translate a PDF, all that is really, really useful. So let's get into this then. Let's start off by looking at how the software works when we start it up and some main features of the software. Let's have a look at the new interface of version 2, which is much sleeker and much more modern. So here I've got it open here on my Mac, and you can see here you've got a tab system at the top. So every time you open a new tab, you can do different things with it and open different documents, new windows, and do different things on different things with the PDFs. Like, for example, you can have new batch tools, doing OCR, compression, adding watermarks and all that. So we'll get into that in a minute. So the tools bar at the bottom down here has the AI on it, the cloud, and obviously the tools, or what you can do with it. So you've got the converting, the merging, compressing, print, for example, and all those here, and then editing PDFs finally, which will open from here. So any files you've already uploaded to the cloud, so you have 100 gigabytes of cloud storage included with the Pro subscription. So that's $40 US for a year, which is quite good. And as you can see here, all these files are already on the cloud system. So I've put these on there as demo files and I'll show you how to use them. And then if you, for example, click into one here like that, it will open it straight up and you can do all sorts with it. So there's an AI assistant on the side here, which you can open up and you can ask it to do various things. So here you can see it's done a summary for me of the UPDF AI summary. So you can see here, look, it's summarized my document here, my media kit, and I can ask it further questions about what the document is. So you can chat to it like a person essentially, which is quite useful. And then also it can do various other things like translate. So if the file's in a different language, you can translate it into about 5 or 6, 8 different languages, I think it is. And also you can just chat to it, ask it various questions about the document to find keywords and stuff. So that's really useful. The AI integration is actually something that I would buy this software for alone, because for me, if I'm working in sort of a very large PDF file with 100 pages, it can be very helpful to have something to summarize like that rather than having to go through the words yourself and trying to summarize it, do a summary on your own. So that can save you hours and hours of time if you were doing a report for someone at work or anything like that, for example. So if we go back to the organized pages up here, so that shows you what's in the document here, and then you can just click on that, go back to the main PDF file, go back to the main home page, just close that browser down there. So yeah, so now we're back on the main page here. So first of all, let's just go over the key features of the version 2, which you won't get on version 1. So there's 6 new batch tools, essentially. So there's a batch OCR, which is just down here. So you can click on OCR here and then add files in. And basically, you can add as many files as you want to a certain limit, I think it is, and it can it can convert them, like do a big batch conversion of text documentation to PDF, which is really useful if you need to do a lot of those. Then also you can compress the files. So if you go back to, if we get rid of that batch process up there, go back to the tools here and go on to compress. So here you can compress lots and lots of PDFs down into a smaller file. So some PDFs with lots of pictures in can be huge. So this is a really, really useful feature. If you had lots of large PDFs and you wanted to email it over to your colleague, for example, you could just add them all here and do that. The next feature is adding watermarks. So this can be useful if you need to add, say you want to send out a contract, like a summary contract without the actual completion on it. So you want to be able to watermark it to stop people using it before they've paid for it. You can just add the file here and add in your watermark here. So you create a watermark there. If you've got one uploaded, add it into there, add the files into it there, and it will automatically watermark your PDF for you, so then you can send it out without having to worry about it being used without being paid for. So very useful. So then you can add backgrounds. So there's tools down here. If we go down here into there, so backgrounds, so you can add files into here, like ones I did earlier, and it will add a background to it. So you can add, if you create here, you can add different coloured backgrounds to the document. You can change the size of it, or you can use an image or a different PDF to overlay on top of it. So this could be useful if you wanted to just make the document all blue in the background from white or something, or it was already blue and you want to change it back to white. So that you can do it to about 20 different PDFs at once, and it's really, really useful to be able to do that on multiple documents at the same time. So just ask me if I want to close that, so yes, I will. Then you've got headers and footers, which can be removed or added in. So you click on down there, and then you add files in here, and you can add different headers and footers into it, what you want to do. So you go and create here. You can put page numbers in, text, date, image. So you can just create like a default image you want to go on. So let's say you wanted your company logo on every single page, or you wanted to page number the document because it wasn't already page numbered. Then you just click that and it would do it all for you into one big PDF file, which is really useful. Something I've not seen on a software at this price level before. So I think I'm quite excited about this for this price level. And finally, you've got batch element removal as well. So you can actually remove all sorts of different things using batch processing, so you can remove different modifications and stuff like that, which is all really, really useful. So I think, this is useful for an individual, this is useful for a company, because you've got, so for me as an individual, as a sort of content creator who deals with a lot of PDF files, sending contracts over to clients and stuff like that, then I could use this to add my watermark into the contract. I could use it to add page numbers in if I'd forgotten to do that, add my logo in if I'd forgotten to do that, without having to go back and redo the document each time. So I think that it's just a particularly useful piece of software. So let's look at the editing side of things now. So if we go into my media kit here, which is a PDF file, and say I want to change this text here. So if I click on, if I go to edit, so tools here, and then, so you can do all sorts here. So there's literally like, this is quite useful here. So you can convert it to like a PowerPoint file, Word, but let's just edit it first. We'll go on edit, and we'll go on text. So literally I just click on that text here, and if I just type it off there, yeah, there you go. So basically lets me create, basically lets me do the editing as if it's as if it's the actual real file when I made it originally. So if I didn't have the default file to edit, then this would be really helpful. I can also change images. So if I go on image there, I can literally swap this image out here and put a new one in. So you just go and replace image like that, and then you find an image to replace it with, and it will swap it over for you. So it's just really quick. So if you want to update so if I want to update my media kit with a new logo, a new image, I can do it without having to go back and find the original file, which I've probably lost or forgotten where it is. I can just edit the PDF. So that's incredibly useful and really, really helpful thing to be able to do. So as I mentioned here, lots of options on the tools. So you can extract pages from it, compare pages. So if you've got 2 pages you want to compare together, you can do that, and just close the editing feature down. So Let's now have a look at reading PDFs and annotating them. So if we want to, this is the main reading section here. So if we want to go on tools again, then you want to go on to, if we go on to comment up here, yeah, okay. So now we can add in comments, we can highlight sections here. So we can just go on that bit there, highlight that, okay, and then add a sticky note in. I could do that here, for example. There you go. So you could put, please, if I could spell please, remove this section of text. And then click done. So now there's a, there you go. So if I just drop that down here, there you go. So now there's a note on there. If I wanted to send this off to someone saying, please remove that. So if I was marketing it up for someone else, that'd be really useful and just really helpful. So then you can obviously add in stickers like plant stickers or anything. You can add in a stamp. So you can say, I've received this. You can add in a signature, so you can upload your default signature and add it into every document that you send out, which might be useful if you're doing bulk contracts, for example. As far as sending out multiple contracts to different clients, I could then enter my signature on every single contract, which is really helpful. And it's got a pencil on there for annotating. And remember, this is cross-platform as well, so you can access it on your Android, iOS device, and you could use your Apple Pencil or your Android tablet with a pencil to mark it up as well, which is really, really helpful. Let's have a look at now we've done the image side of things, let's look at how to protect a PDF and add a password to it. So if we go on to tools down here, encrypt, click on encrypt, add files, let's add this one in here. So let's put a password on it, simple one. And then save that. So you can select different versions of encryption, so you can have it stronger or weaker encryption and various other permissions on here. So let's apply that. Let's save it to the desktop. Okay, I'll save. Enter the password and unlock it, and you've got access into your PDF document, which is, if it holds confidential information, is really helpful. So that's basically, let's look at the organization of the PDF. So it's not only can it help you edit PDFs, but it also helps you organize them. So if you go on this here, say we mentioned before, you can comment on it, you can do different attachments, and you can move stuff around wherever you want it. Edit it completely. So many different tools on here. You can add different data fields in. You can add different buttons in. You can add a list box in. So if you want to do that here, up here, you could add a list box in there. You can add a radio button in. So if you wanted to add a button in for someone to tick on a form, you could do that. So much you can do with this software. It's literally, I could be here all day explaining this to you and we still wouldn't even get to the end of it. So then if you want to quickly convert it into Word, just click that down there. And once it's installed the plugin, it would then work, because it's a demo software that won't work at this point in time. So the digital signature, as we've been over, is really useful here, which you just add in there to your document, as we've already been over. And then finally, you can compress PDF to smaller sizes as well, which we've already touched on. So I think, this is a really unique piece of software. You can get the same on Adobe. Adobe's PDF piece of software, but it's not as cheap. This is $40 for the year, and it can be even cheaper with that discount code down below. So please check them out. The main selling points of this software are that it supports cross multi-platform support. So you've got Windows, Mac, iOS, Android across all devices included in one subscription plan. And you can use it on multiple devices as well. It's got a lifetime free upgrade on it. So once you've paid that, once you pay every year, you get the free upgrade to version 1, 2, 3, 4, for example. It's very much 1/6 of the price of Adobe, so it's a lot cheaper. It includes powerful professional features of any other PDF editing software. So it includes full PDF editing capabilities, AI chat for PDFs, and which is suitable for both professionals and individuals. As I say, I'm an individual who runs my own business, so I would consider using this in my business. I find it really useful after demoing the software. I particularly like the AI support, which supports ChatGPT 4.1 and DeepSeek, and it's particularly helpful. It worked really quickly, it was really, really intuitive, and it didn't seem to ever get the summary wrong when I tried it out in various different files. So even in large files, it was still pulling up a decent summary of the document. It's very customizable. You can move the interface around. You can change the color. It's safer. It's more efficient. It's timely. The company will offer really timely updates, and it also comes with 24/6 customer support, with 30-day money back guarantee. So I think, look, they've got a free trial, try it out. The free trial is available. You do only get 5 conversions, but you'll see what I mean. If you try the software out and then you want to buy it, that's the best way to do it. So try it out, and then please check out the discount code down below to get your discounted software on the, I think you get about $10 off, so it makes it even better value for money. So please, please, please check it out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you haven't, and I hope you enjoyed this introduction to UPDF's new version of their software, and I'd love to work with them again because they've been really great to work with. So big shout out and thank you to the company for providing me with the software to do the video with. I hope you've enjoyed it. So thank you for watching. I'll speak to you next time. We've got much more exciting tech coming to the channel, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, let me know why. Drop a comment. Let's get in discussion. Do you think this is something you would use in your business, or do you think it's something you would use as an individual? So thank you again, and I'll speak to you next time.